Bowser was fuming. His latest plan to kidnap Princess Peach had failed. Again, he paced back and forth in his throne room, his spiky shell clinking against the stone floor. "Those pesky toads," he roared, kicking over a nearby table. "They always ruin everything." He needed a new plan, something foolproof, something that wouldn't involve those meddling plumbers. A wicked grin spread across his face. This time he would use a giant robotic Koopa to snatch Peach away from right under their noses. Kamek, Bowser's trusty Magic Koopa advisor, watched his king with concern. "Are you sure this is wise, Your Highness?" he questioned, adjusting his glasses. These elaborate schemes always seemed to backfire. Bowser just chuckled, his confidence unwavering. "Don't you worry, Kamek," he boomed. "This time nothing can stop me." Little did they know, a new threat was already approaching, one that would make Bowser's kidnapping scheme the least of their worries. High above the Mushroom Kingdom, a strange airship cast an ominous shadow. It was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before, a bizarre contraption of gears, pipes, and glass orbs humming with a strange energy. At the helm stood a peculiar figure, the Collector. He was small, almost comically so, with a large head, beady eyes, and a mischievous grin plastered across his face. In his hand he clutched a strange staff topped with a glowing crystal that pulsed with an unsettling light. The Collector surveyed the world shrinking beneath him, his grin widening. He had traveled across dimensions, collecting rare and powerful artifacts, adding them to his ever-growing hoard. And now he had set his sights on the Mushroom Kingdom. It was a prize worthy of his collection, he mused, chuckling to himself. The ground shook as a beam of energy shot down from the airship, enveloping Peach's castle in a blinding light. When the light faded, the castle was gone. In its place stood a tiny, dollhouse-sized replica, shimmering faintly. The Collector chuckled, scooping up the miniature castle with his free hand. "Exquisite!" he exclaimed, admiring his handiwork. "A perfect addition to my collection." Unbeknownst to Bowser, who was busy putting the finishing touches on his giant Koopa robot, the rest of the Mushroom Kingdom was suffering the same fate. Towns and forests shrunk until they were no larger than pebbles sucked up by the airship's strange contraption. Soon the once vibrant kingdom was nothing but a barren wasteland, littered with the abandoned belongings of its inhabitants. Bowser emerged from his fortress, eager to put his new plan into action. He froze, his jaw dropping in disbelief. The Mushroom Kingdom was gone. In its place was a vast, empty plain. "What in the world?" he sputtered, completely baffled. A high-pitched laugh echoed across the emptiness. Bowser spun around, searching for the source. Hovering above him was the strangest airship he had ever seen, and peering down at him from the deck was a tiny figure, holding a miniature Peach's castle. "What have you done with my kingdom?" roared Bowser, shaking his fist at the Collector. With the Collector's laughter still ringing in his ears, Bowser knew he needed a plan. The Mushroom Kingdom's fate hung in the balance, and for once, the King of Koopas felt the weight of responsibility. He had to act fast. Bowser trudged back to his fortress, deep in thought. He knew the Collector's power was unlike anything he had ever faced. If he were to save the kingdom, he would need more than brute strength. He would need knowledge, ancient knowledge. Deep within the darkest corners of his fortress lay a forgotten chamber filled with scrolls and artifacts from a time long past. Bowser had never paid much attention to these relics, but now they might hold the key to defeating the Collector. As Bowser sifted through the dusty scrolls, he came across a map. It depicted a hidden temple said to house a powerful artifact capable of nullifying even the most potent of magic. The temple was located in a treacherous region known only as the Shadowlands. Determination set in Bowser's eyes as he rolled up the map. He knew the journey would be perilous, but he had no choice. With a final glance at his fortress, he set out towards the Shadowlands, hoping that this ancient power would be enough to turn the tide. Meanwhile, in the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario and Luigi were also preparing for a showdown with the Collector. Unbeknownst to them, their paths would soon cross with Bowser's, leading to an alliance that no one could have foreseen. As Bowser ventured deeper into the Shadowlands, the air grew thick with tension. Every step brought him closer to the hidden temple, and with it, the hope of reclaiming what had been stolen. The stage was set for an epic confrontation, and the fate of the Mushroom Kingdom hung in the balance. Would Bowser find the hidden power in time And would the unlikely alliance with Mario and Luigi be enough to defeat the Collector? Only time would tell. Narrator. In the heart of the Shadowlands, Bowser, Mario, and Luigi stood side by side, their eyes fixed on the looming temple. The air crackled with anticipation as they approached the ancient structure, each step echoing with the weight of their mission. Stock Video 1, aerial shot of a dark, ominous temple surrounded by a dense, foggy forest. Narrator. They had come together, setting aside their differences, united by a common enemy, the Collector. As they entered the temple, the walls seemed to whisper secrets of the past, tales of power and sacrifice. Stock Video 2, close-up of ancient hieroglyphs glowing faintly on the temple walls. Narrator. Deep within the temple, the Collector awaited them, his eyes gleaming with malevolent glee. He knew they would come, and he was ready. The final showdown was about to begin. Stock Video 3, the Collector stands menacingly, surrounded by dark energy. Narrator. With a roar, Bowser charged forward, flames bursting from his maw. Mario and Luigi flanked him, their combined strength a force to be reckoned with. The battle raged on, each side giving their all. Stock Video 4. Bowser unleashes a torrent of fire towards the Collector. Narrator. The Collector's dark magic clashed with their attacks, creating a storm of energy that shook the very foundations of the temple. The heroes fought bravely, their determination unwavering. Stock Video 5. Mario and Luigi executing synchronized jumps and attacks. Narrator. But just as hope seemed to dwindle, Bowser remembered the ancient artifact. With a desperate lunge, he reached for it, its power surging through him. The Collector's eyes widened in fear as Bowser unleashed the artifact's true potential. Stock Video 6. Bowser holding a glowing ancient artifact aloft. Narrator. The temple was bathed in a blinding light, the Collector's dark magic dissolving into nothingness. In that moment, the unlikely allies had triumphed, their victory a testament to the power of unity. Stock Video 7. A brilliant light envelops the temple, driving away the shadows. Narrator exhausted but victorious, Bowser, Mario, and Luigi stood together, knowing they had saved the Mushroom Kingdom. The Collector's reign of terror was over, and a new era of peace had begun. Stock Video 8. Bowser, Mario, and Luigi standing together triumphant. Narrator. As the sun rose over the Shadowlands, the heroes knew that their alliance, forged in the heat of battle, would not be forgotten. They had faced the ultimate challenge and emerged stronger for it. Stock Video 9. The sunrise illuminating the temple and the surrounding landscape. Narrator. The Mushroom Kingdom was safe once more, and its heroes had proven that even in the darkest of times, hope and courage could prevail. Stock Video 10. A panoramic view of the Mushroom Kingdom, peaceful and restored. Narrator. And so, the legend of Bowser, Mario, and Luigi's final showdown against the Collector would be told for generations, a story of bravery, friendship, and the unbreakable bond of heroes. Stock Video 11. A book closing with the title, The Legend of the Final Showdown, embossed on the cover.